Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakar Kadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And before I start this, Salakia for any background noise that you might hear, they're doing work in my area. As always, in this broke down, wicked ass kingdom. So coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. As you can see it on the screen, crime in the city, you already know what we're about to get into. This is a installation I like to do, when when it's all, compilated into one video. And this is just showing you through the spirit that this kingdom is falling, man. People are getting more and more antsy, more and more on edge, more and more of not giving a damn, you know. But us in the faith, us in this truth, we got to do as the scripture said. Let's read it again, and then, I'm gonna get another one. We're gonna play it. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Yeah, you gotta move in wisdom. You gotta retain wisdom, man. Right? That's what you gotta get. And how do you select it? How do you obtain wisdom? Let's get it. This is this is Job 28 and 28. It says, and unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. And to depart from evil is understanding. Right? Psalms 111 and 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And a good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever, man. So that's how you obtain the true wisdom, not the wisdom of this world, because the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. It's foolishness with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And hey, man, you walking in the ways of this world, you're gonna have the wisdom of this world, which means you're gonna be destroyed. You're not gonna know that these days are evil. And let's get it one more time. Ephesians 5:15. Seeing then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil, man. These days are evil. If you can't see it through the spirit, hey, you losing. You are losing, man. Right? Let's get another one and we're gonna play it. I'm gonna go through this. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days, which we are in the last days, we are in the last day, right? Things are about to turn up. You see all these distractions but all this prophecy, unfolding, man, being manifested, right? It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, man. Perilous times. That word perilous goes into dangerous. Dangerous times shall come, right? And how are you going to see that? Right? Through the wisdom. That's how you're going to see it, through the wisdom, man. Right? So, hey, let's go in on this, man. And through the spirit, we're gonna dissect it. Right? Yahweh Shem Yahushua, willing to elect his edify. Shalom.
Here are the crimes across the 5 boroughs. We begin this week in East Harlem, where a police raid uncovers a stash of ghost guns at a daycare.
For the second time in less than 2 weeks, police raided another daycare center. This time, investigators say they found several ghost guns.
Police arrested 3 people, including one teenager they believe manufactured those guns. Fox 5's Briella Tano joins us from East Harlem with those details. Good morning, Briella.
Yeah, Dan and Tashani, good morning to both of you. This was a family daycare run out of someone's home here in East Harlem, similar to the operation up in the Bronx. The difference being these ghost guns were not found by accident. Investigators apparently had their eye on this situation for quite some time now. Those guns were found in an unlocked room, and the daycare has since been shut down.
We are going to remain vigilant.
Mayor Adams made that promise to parents after police raided yet another New York City daycare. 3 people, including 2 minors, are now under arrest after illegal weapons were found inside.
Who would have thought that we must add to our list of inspections do we have 3D printers that can print guns?
The mayor held a public safety related press conference yesterday where he held one of several ghost guns found in the East Harlem home daycare. Police executed 3 search warrants there on 117th Street as part of a long-term investigation into the manufacture and sale of privately made firearms, or PMFs.
Investigators recovered a 3D printer, 3D printing tools and plastic filament, 2 completed 3D printed firearms, 1 3D printed assault pistol in the final stages of assembly, and 1 additional 3D printed lower receiver.
Investigators say 18-year-old Karan Kohli, who lives in the apartment with his mother, and 2 minors bought ghost gun parts online and then...
And that's a little nigga right there, man. The youth is gone, man. Right? This new generation, this Generation X of our people, man, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, you are through, man. Right? The Lord got no use for you because you ain't nothing but wicked, man. Right? What did the Lord say? They are childish children. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. I'm paraphrasing. Who would think that an 18-year-old knows how to make ghost guns over 3D printer, man? Right? It probably wasn't a daycare. It was just a front. But you see, you being in the land of your enemies, you believe that you're smarter than your enemy, man. You just a damn a slave here, man. And nobody gives a damn, right, about you, but your power, and you don't want to return to him. So what? You're just going to be left out there in the cold, man. Let's continue.
Gun parts online and then assembled them inside. Kohli was charged with illegal firearms possession, manufacturing of a machine gun, and reckless endangerment. He was arraigned late last night. The NYPD also found a maltreated and neglected dog. Kohli's mother, who runs the home daycare, will not face any charges.
We got an 18-year-old in his room, 3D printer. He's not making little robotic toys. He's making guns. That should be scary to everyone.
The daycare has been up and running since early 2021 and was last inspected this February. It received 3 minor violations, which officials say were all corrected. The stunning find comes shortly after 38-year-old Felix Herrera was charged in the fatal fentanyl poisoning of 1-year-old Nicholas Dominici and overdoses of 3 other children. He was captured in Mexico on Tuesday after being on the run for nearly...
And that's crazy. I did a story on this one. And they caught this... see, you so-called Negroes and Latinos, man, you are ignorant, man. Ignorant. You know, this Jake, you know, he had fentanyl and you know, a daycare, one kid, you know, they young Jake died. But you know, all these 2/3 Jakes, man, you got judgment coming to you. Neither one of these 2 niggas is getting out, man. And this is why Esau was created, for niggas like you. This is why Esau was created, man. It's Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. This is why he was created, man. Right? For niggas like you, man.
Was charged in the fatal fentanyl poisoning of 1-year-old Nicholas Dominici and overdoses of 3 other children. He was captured in Mexico on Tuesday after being on the run for nearly 2 weeks. Authorities say the Divino Niño daycare his wife, Gray Mendez, ran was actually a front for a drug peddling business. 2 others were also arrested in connection with this tragedy.
We are clear that we must protect children in this city.
Yeah, man. Salaki.
Hey!
Dumbass ass.
Also in Harlem, 2 MTA buses filled with passengers are caught in the crossfire in broad daylight.
TWU Local 100, the union representing transit workers, tells us it's a miracle no one was hurt, and that it is. Let's take a look at the scene from earlier. Now, police say they're looking for at least one shooter after early this afternoon, just before 2:40, officers responded to shots fired at 1305 Amsterdam Avenue. Now, they arrived and found 2 occupied MTA buses that appeared to be struck with bullets near the intersection of West Amsterdam Avenue and 125th Street. TWU Local tells us that the M101 bus was going westbound on 125th Street when gunfire erupted on the street. Now, people on the street started running as the bus that was hit had about 60 passengers sitting and standing on it. Now, that bullet pierced the top of a window, traveled to the other side of the bus, and struck a light fixture just above the rear door. Now, the union says there were about a dozen passengers on the bus and M101. Now, a bullet hit a compartment in the rear lower section of that bus. Now, there's no word on who the intended targets were for that shooting, but again, luckily no one was hit or injured. But that doesn't lessen the frustration surrounding gun violence and safety here in the area.
There was nothing but a bunch of police officers. And when I asked what was happening, they said that there was a shooting. And I said, in the middle of the day, in broad daylight, when students are going home from school? And they were like, yes. So it was very disconcerting to see that happen.
And you see, this is the mindset of the people. They don't believe, that these things can happen at these times, man, which they don't understand the times that they're living in, man. Right? They don't understand that they're in the last days. They don't understand that the city and this country, as they knew it before, is nothing like it, man. Nothing like how they knew it to be. It's no longer safe, right? It's no longer protected, man. The Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, is bringing his wrath upon America, Babylon the Great, man. And there's nothing nobody can do about it. That's just the honest truth, the blatant truth about it, man. Right? She said, while kids are going to school, nobody give a damn, man. We living in a time of judgment. You wouldn't understand that because people are not in the scriptures. They don't believe in the scriptures. They don't believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So the Lord gonna show them, man, that he's the ruler of everything. And he controls everything, man. Right? People, they don't care no more, man. Right? You gotta walk as wise, not as fools. Now, not saying that these are like nobody would think that, they on a bus and a shooting can happen and bullets come through the window, but this is all showing you that nowhere you go is safe. Nowhere you go is exempt or at any time. Right? At any time you go anywhere, it is not exempt, man. That these things can jump off. You living in a dangerous time, as I read earlier, perilous times. We are living in very dangerous times, man. Right? Let's go. Let's continue.
Happening in our community.
Now, that union president sent us a statement in part in response to that shooting saying, we're grateful that our bus operator and our passengers weren't hurt, but it's another reminder that our work can be dangerous and very stressful. People should be able to go to work and go about their lives without being menaced by gun violence. So far, there have been no arrests made in that shooting.
Moving downtown, police are looking for 12 suspects in the robbery of a young couple in the East Village.
Police are searching for 12 suspects in the robbery of a young couple. This is the East Village. Police say the group approached the couple early Sunday morning near East 12th Street and Avenue C. Police say one member of the group displayed a weapon and they took the victim's cell phones, purse, and wallet. The woman sustained minor injuries. Both victims refused medical attention. Anyone with information should call Crime Stoppers. That number is 1-800-577-TIPS.
Back in Upper Manhattan, a woman punched and robbed on the subway, and her attacker is still at large.
This morning, police are looking for the suspect they say robbed and punched a woman on a B train. Take a look. Last Wednesday night, the 24-year-old victim was riding northbound, approaching the 145th Street station. Cops say the person pulled the victim's hair, punched her in the face, knocked her to the ground, and stole her phone. The victim was hospitalized in stable condition, but if you recognize the person on your screen, call Crime Stoppers. That number, 800-577-TIPS.
Next, we head to Brooklyn, where the suspect in a brutal killing in Sunset Park faces a grand jury.
The man accused of beating a mother to death with a hammer and injuring her 2 children out in Brooklyn in a Brooklyn apartment was arraigned after a grand jury indictment. 47-year-old Lai Yang Yi is charged with second-degree murder and attempted murder. He faces up to 25 years to life in prison if he's convicted. The DA says the suspect was rooming with the 3 victims in a Sunset Park apartment building and argued with 43-year-old Zhao Zhao about their living conditions. She was pronounced dead at the hospital. Her 5-year-old son and 3-year-old daughter were critically injured as well.
Returning to Manhattan, residents in East Harlem facing the fallout of rampant shoplifting in the city.
The fallout continues after Target abruptly announced plans to close its East Harlem store due to shoplifting.
Fox 5's Arthur Chan pressed Governor Hochul today about what can be done to keep more retailers from following suit.
I find this tragic.
Governor Kathy Hochul reacting today to Target's announcement yesterday that it is shutting down its East Harlem location. The result, the company says, of rampant shoplifting.
I shop at a Target all the time. I find this very disheartening to know that they decided that enough is enough and they're leaving.
Large-scale shoplifting cost retailers $112 billion in losses last year, according to a survey by the National Retail Federation. Hours after Target's announcement, stores in Philadelphia, including an Apple store and a Lululemon, were hit, a shocking scene as police tried to secure the area. Officials there said the looting was separate from peaceful protests over a judge's decision to dismiss charges against a police officer on a fatal shooting case. As for New York, City Hall says stores were hit more than 22,000 times by shoplifters last year, and that a small number of repeat offenders are responsible.
And it's mainly Jake. It's mostly Jake, man. You know what did the scripture say that Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt, man. Right? That's what's going on, man. Sooner or later, Esau Edom is just he's going to say, you know what? These so-called black and Hispanics, we got to do something about them, man. They're the problem. We have to eradicate them. We have to lock them all up, right? Because little do these little nigglets know, right? And I call them that because of their behavior. Esau Edom is about to come down with great wrath, man. And 2/3 of our people, they're gonna reap what they've sown, man. You know, the demonic spirit that they have on them, they're gonna be rewarded evil for evil, man. This is Genesis chapter 6, verse 5. And the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, man. All you seen is wickedness, man. The shootings, hitting the bus, these smash and grab gangs, right? You even had Moab or Ammon, probably Moab, beat the hell out of his wife with a hammer, man. Right? It says, and the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of his thoughts, of the thoughts of his heart, which is his spirit, was only evil continually, man. So that's what it all aligns up, man. I said that the Lord said that the times were evil, that we live in perilous times, which are dangerous times, and that the thoughts in man, the thoughts in the spirit of man was only evil continually in these last days. Verse 11, the earth also was corrupt before Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and the earth was filled with violence, man. The earth is being filled with violence. You're seeing it more and more. It's overflowing with violence, man. Right? And it's not going to stop. It's going to be more and more and more. It's going to increase more and more. It's going to be prevalent more and more. right? So let's get Second Esdras, right? This is Second Esdras 15, my favorite chapters, right? This is Second Esdras 15 and verse 15. Matter of fact, let me go to 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. Because this is a plague, man. A plague of violence, a plague of complete demonic energy, man. Right? It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled, man. Because, hey, wickedness has increased to the limit to where the Most High is about to just get rid of this place, man. He's about to bring those thermonuclear missiles here to sweep this place, to cleanse this place, man. And rightfully so. Right? Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing, me or any other brothers or sisters that are in this faith, enduring and staying sincere, are not caught up in that, man. Right? But these 2/3 niggas gotta go, man. You sick of seeing it, man. You sick of seeing the spirit on them. To hell with the other nations. They already through, man. It's our people. The Lord got this gospel and this truth spread it throughout the four corners of the earth, and you niggas don't want to listen, man. You thinking a little smash and grab is gonna do something, man? You gonna steal a bag and sell it for what, $20, $30? Right? What that's gonna get you, man? Ain't nobody got no money. Right? What are you doing? Jake is a damn fool, man. Because what? He has no wisdom. He has no wisdom, man. Right? And what's coming is a race war, man. Right? A race war is coming. This is verse 12. Jump to verse 12. Second Esdras 15 and 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall bring upon it. So ultimately, this is all the Lord's judgment. This is Esau, Edom's kingdom falling, man. Because he was never meant to rule forever in the first place. He was only meant to rule for a season. And his season is done, man. Right? Summer is about to enter. Meaning the kingdom of the nation of Israel, man. Right? So, hey, I got 2 more. We're going to shut it down, man. Let's go.
For 30% of those thefts. The governor today says the solution is in the hands of the city.
It's a local policing issue.
Back in May, Mayor Eric Adams unveiled a plan to combat retail theft and shoplifting. The plan focused on trying to uproot the causes that lead someone to shoplift, while also looking at ways of deterring organized groups from conducting large-scale thefts. But the city's plan appears to have not worked for those who work here and also not worked for those who need to shop here. This Target employee spoke with us, asking we not identify her.
I don't know what we're going to do without Target. This neighborhood, we're not rich here. We have food stamps. People get on fixed income. Now they're closing in 3 weeks. I'm devastated.
As the city focuses on diversion plans, Target is now focused on diverting its entire staff here to other safer locations.
And finally, leaving the city, accused serial killer Rex Heuermann is back in court as new evidence is revealed.
With a new haircut, khakis, and his hands cuffed behind a black jacket, suspected Gilgo Beach serial killer Rex Heuermann told a judge he spends 2 to 3 hours a day reviewing the evidence prosecutors are using against him.
He's an intelligent man. He's never been arrested. He wants to know what is it that they have that they're saying I'm involved in.
On Wednesday, the district attorney's office handed over 5,000 more documents to Heuermann's defense team, including results from a cheek swab that matched DNA found on pizza crust he allegedly discarded prior to his arrest. According to prosecutors, the DNA from that crust is consistent with the DNA profile from a hair found on burlap one of the Gilgo victims was buried in. His lawyer disagrees with the importance of the match.
DNA can be transferred. It's still a significant amount of people that could be the source of this hair.
The way the case is unfolding, is consistent with our expectations.
Heuermann, who was arrested in July, pleaded not guilty to the murders of 3 victims whose remains were found buried and bound in burlap sacks along a stretch of Ocean Parkway. He's also the prime suspect in the murder of a 4th victim, all sex workers known as the Gilgo 4. Prosecutors, who also handed over grand jury testimony and exhibits, subpoenas, and logs from the search of Heuermann's home, say it's a complex case.
You don't take a 13-year investigation and turn it over in a day or two.
Heuermann's attorney says there's a lot they haven't received yet. He also said his client has been speaking with his estranged wife and children and argues he's not a monster of a person.
He's somebody who from the beginning has said he's not guilty. He's a fellow who was working, is a productive member of society, and obviously the district attorney, the government is making these allegations, and they're horrific.
The DA says handing over all of the evidence is a lengthy process, and he stopped short of giving a time frame. Now, as for Heuermann's defense team, they plan to wait for everything before going to trial. Heuermann is due back in court on November 15th.
And the wicked is being revealed. This devil right here. He was. I did a video on this, a while back. He's a serial killer, man. This man, Esau Edom, is a vile, disgusting beast, man. And his wickedness is being revealed also. So the man of the hour, right? The wicked that rules this kingdom, he's going down. So it makes sense that his kingdom is falling. Right? 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer, man. And who you pray to? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Being sober means to be in the right spirit, the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Don't be drunk with the ways and the spirit of this world, man. The spirit of America, Babylon the Great. And this will be my last one. We're going to shut it down. Revelation 18, verse 21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence, right? Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all, man. And that's what that's how this country is going to go down, man. This country was founded and set up through violence, is going to be brought down by violence, man. So I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Just wanted to go into that. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua willing, the elect was edified. Hey, what more can I say, man? We living in some crazy, dangerous, wicked, evil times, man. And to the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, your best bet is to seek Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, your power, man, in those names. Until next time, Israel, love y'all. Seek Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua while he may be found. Shalom.